Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires, where somehow we are still picking up new enemies just all the time. You can never run out of people to be mad at you. That's what we've learned. So, we have some vampires to murder. Let's just go down the list, right? Let's just do the thing down the list. Bellicor is headed for the forest. We should probably like scout ahead a little bit, right? Okay, so there is a single elf army out here. What is their balance of power situation looking like? They look empty. Okay, yeah. Seems pretty solvable. They are just now getting their Oak of Ages upgraded to the top level. It is turn 191. Yeah, there's no sense march moding here. So, we are going to have to be a little bit careful. Because as I remember it, the Magic Forest attrition is pretty severe. So we're going to want to stop like right at the border. Unfortunately, I put Karen Godslayer right at the border. So the rest of us are going to stop a tiny bit short.
We lurk in the shallows.
And as ever, wouldn't it be cool if they didn't see us coming? These armies just need to continue south until we... Okay, maybe... hold on. Maybe things aren't that straightforward. Alright, lots of Chaos Warriors who are hopefully going to actually be of some assistance. Let's try to break up their reinforcements a little bit. Just space things out. Alright, hopefully that'll matter. And then, do we actually, in normal movement mode, it looks like we end up just short of being able to actually attack these, so I think we want to proceed with considerable caution here. I'm just gonna do a triple ambush creep, I think.
Fate decrees I move. Eternal blasphemy.
Stay together. Try to catch them if they do some underway shenanigans.
Where I please. The gods direct me.
Alright, and are all these troops in the appropriate states?
I foresee destruction.
Yeah, I think so. Urkathal's army is a little bit less developed than the others, but... Alright, I'm hoping that the Chaos Forces intruding here will be distracting to some degree. Because let's be honest, we know they're going to see through most, if not all, of those ambushes, right? Alright, you were just coming to help put pressure on vampires, I think. Well, we were trying to be careful about it, though, right? Because there are enemies afoot. I think, though, yeah, just... Vampire pressure is the name of the day here. The order of the day? The name of the game. Whatever. 15 unit garrison. I think I want to take another turn of replenishment, actually. I'm still in a pressure position. A lot of dwarves, though. I'll wait over here.
Valkyr the Bloody. Move.
Alright, next turn, Valkyr will be back on...
Demon Prince.
Malefex is looking a little bit rough. Castle Tempelhof is very built up. Yeah, all of their remaining settlements are very built up.
Bring ruin.
Well, I might want to just give these two another turn of healing. I guess, though, actually, you can just reach Castle Tempelhof from where you are. Why don't you take a turn of full healing? And then, honestly, we might even swap them for a turn before heading over, just because it's a pretty well-defended settlement. Okay, and Mercy was just headed for the portal. How long until we have hell cannons again? Next turn. Okay. That's fine. That shouldn't be a problem. So...
Yes, it is so.
Where are we sending Mercy? The portal outside Karaza Karak is definitely not safe. We could drop Mercy at the portal way back here and have them play catch-up. Alternatively, we could drop Mercy at Nuln and try to participate in this stuff. Actually, I think I like that better.
Move.
Sigvald could potentially use some backup. Okay, and those two lords haven't moved because they're not moving. You're still only 36, so I'm going to be a little bit cautious with your demonic transformation. And I think with that, we're set, right? We don't have anybody that we actually want to build an outpost with, that we need to build an outpost with. We don't have the right kind of alliance for upgrading those. Yeah, no, I think we're good. So I guess let's at least get out of overview mode. Gosh, we are way to the east of where we need to be. Okay, here we go. Probably we won't get to see anything. See what the camera does. Yep. No big surprise. That's fine. What could the dwarves possibly do on their turns that would be relevant, right? Well, why would we even need to be able to see over there? Adjust my microphone here. Hopefully the sound of the arm moving around won't be too horrible. Okay, there we go.
You are not the ever-chosen.
Are we at war already? Without the Skaven in the way, she has no particular problem with me. And this is fine, sure. Okay, so it is being suggested to us that we could win a Pyrrhic victory intercepting this army. I gotta be honest with you. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking I can do better. The Hell Cannons alone should be very, very significant. They have gyros, but we have Doom Knights. They have a fair amount of ranged. Yeah, we're going to take this one manually. So I'm not going to give anybody the Lichbone Pendant. There's no reason to give magical attacks and spell resistance against dwarves. Bonus speed on probably the flyers are speedy enough. We'll put it on like an interception unit. We'll put it on some trolls. And then this is just a small leadership boost, which we will put on the other trolls, because trolls are huge babies and they give up very easily. Alright. Let's hope this is not foolishness on my part. Hubris, even. But crushing one of these armies during an underway move would make our life a lot easier. So we'll have good coverage as they approach from the Hell Cannons. We have our magic, which is, you know, obviously not as great against the dwarves as we might like. But if we can mostly deal with their ranged, their melee should be not particularly good against our troll. Like, this is a very monster-heavy lineup, and all of these monsters should be good against the melee, the types of melee that they have here. I don't think we want to do anything wild with the Doom Knights right away. Let's just spread these out a little bit for safety's sake. I mean, I should probably start far enough forward that we can just shoot right away, right? What would be the point in waiting? I don't want to give them any free distance, though. There we go. That works. And so you start approximately that far up. The actual front line, we do not have much of an actual front line with this force. We have a couple units of like flanking troops, and then, you know, the monster line that I kind of want to be a little bit behind, and also Tulsin, who needs to be very cautious.
Over there!
I want to throw some spells out, you know? We'll just have to be careful how we do it. Okay, we got to pick targets manually, or our doom cannons, our hell cannons are just going to shoot at their gyrocopters, which is like a thing we extremely don't need to happen. All right, can we bait you far enough forward for it to matter? Nope, they won't. They won't actually come out. That's a shame. What a perfectly justified cowardly maneuver. We should definitely throw some fireballs. This doesn't really matter where, just some... Okay, he's turning. Took him a second to accede to my command there. Alright, this is a reasonable hit.
Keep moving!
So they're trying to keep their gyros relatively close to their ranged. Which is smart. They're intent on not letting me do the thing I want to do, which is
Followers of chaos!
mob them with flying units for free. Seems like they have maybe... Nope, they're turning around. Well, you know, their ranged units are... Maybe we just go for it. They have 6 units of ranged. My main concern here is just that they could, in fact, probably gun down a lot of Tulsin's health if they were so inclined. Yeah, I don't chase. Fall back. Alright, so this cannon's been very inaccurate. This one's doing fine. This one's doing fine work. And we know these things don't live very long. Like, even for summoned units, they don't live very long. So I think I do want to be a little bit cautious with when we hire them in.
Pray!
Alright, now the gyrocopters are properly in. Let's do this, and I think we do in fact want to summon the shooters. Oh, facing like this way. You know, forward, facing forward. The Exalted Plague Bearers are about to get to shoot their plague projectiles, which is cool. Chosen are a little bit sort of mingled in with the other units in a way I don't love. Now these great weapon enemies, they are armor piercing, so I'm not expecting our aspiring champions to necessarily do terribly well here, which obviously is complicating. And I'm wondering if it's time to just throw a burning head across the line as they approach, sort of weaken the front. I don't love the way they're offset from each other. Okay. That should knock those out relatively quickly. Alright, so we want to do a lot of like folding our units around their units. But they're so slow to move in. I think I'm actually gonna have the spawn just rush the remaining ranged units. Yeah, the spawn and the trolls on this side. There's this unit of Longbeards that we will just ignore, I think. The Hell Cannon on this side. Let's have you swap to... You know what? We already have somebody running on that. You just don't worry about it. You probably don't need to keep shooting them. On this side, we'll shoot the Iron Drakes, because I think we're going to have a little bit more... they have a little bit more meat on this side to prevent us from getting a clean hit. Although, actually, it looks like the Chaos Knights are maybe going to be able to just do it. Yeah, and just sort of go for the envelop. Do we want to charge... Do we want to just charge through with the Dragon Ogres? I think actually, yeah. Let's just go straight in. I'm going to try to wing the Chosen off to the side here.
The Lord surges. Knights. Demon Prince.
All right, Tolson, you probably don't need to stay in on that. That's... All right. Love to see it.
Chaos Knights of Zinch.
Alright, those Longbeards have been held up by the Giant exactly as we would like. Great shooting from the Hell Cannons. Tolson is still getting back in position. And actually, the Aspiring Champions are holding out really well.
Champion of the gods.
You know, it's not just about armor, right? Like, it is also the case that our units just have really good combat stats. Aspiring Champions have great attack and great defense.
Yes. Interesting.
Doom Knights have finished their job.
Go.
Okay, and it kind of looks like the enemy is going to pieces, like entirely going to pieces. Just some bonus attack damage for everybody. Alright, so what they have over here, though, is their Hero Core. Their Hero Core is getting some work done, sadly.
Tireless foot. Doom Knights. Annihilate them. Yes.
Get the Exalted Plague Bearers out of there. Let's get the Chosen out of there. Oh, yeah, on this front, I think we're doing pretty well. Let's withdraw the Forsaken, though. The Chaos Knights and the Giant have it. Okay, never mind. I was gonna wheel the Forsaken in to throw some poison up. Poison is much more meaningful on characters because all of the damage, all of the penalties the poison inflicts are percentage based. So characters with their much higher like raw stats lose a lot more points. That said, you know, a small bonus that is actually affecting like 60 bodies still ends up being meaningful in aggregate, but you can, if a character is doing well in a melee, throwing some poison on them can really turn that around. So we really only took like meaningful damage on one unit there. I guess one of the Giants took a little bit of a roughing up. But yeah, with the force they were bringing against us there, I couldn't see how they were going to get the result the game was claiming. Just too much Hell Cannon time. Also, Giants. Giants are remarkably good against Dwarves. In every role-playing game that I feel like I've ever played that has both Dwarves and Giants in it, Dwarves have some kind of like innate bonus, like the Dwarven people have been fighting Giants forever and they totally know what they're doing. Apparently not Warhammer. Interesting that only one of their armies tried to underway past me. Okay, here they're going to give me a decisive victory on the underway interception, except not really. Do I want to manual this? Casualties low except for these guys. That's so weird. If I, by any chance, if I give them a little bit of cover, no. Just thought maybe if they were moving around a little bit faster, it would matter, but for some reason. So the question is, do we want to play this out manually in an attempt to save that unit? Do I think I'm going to get a better result? This army, they have serious range as well. They have a lot of bad units. But honestly, ooh, if we lightning strike, 2 of my units die. Yeah, you know what? I'll just take this. I'm thinking like the damage overall that would be dealt to us if I do it manually is maybe higher, with them being able to actually participate back in the siege phase and everything. I don't know. Also, of course, there is the real-world human minutes cost that must be considered. Festus, I guess this is free money. I am about to declare war against them. Yeah, sure. In fact, I kind of can't believe I wasn't at war against them already. I had totally forgotten that that was the case.
You play in the dark.
No, that's gonna wait. Y'all are doing fine. It doesn't seem like you need my help over there. Ugh, I really wish it wouldn't turn my camera. Alright, all these minor Norskin factions just kind of screwing around, not really getting much accomplished. I should not be able to detect the ambushes of my allies. I do not want to make it so that my allies are not ambushing. Alright, we did kill some dwarves. Karak is going to fall. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. The damn Fecondites gave me a... Damn it. Well, I guess this isn't the worst. Lower healing cap in battle is like... We don't have a lot of healing anyway. We're not running a very healing heavy strategy. But still, it's kind of a bummer. Is this faction... Do they exist anywhere else? Because they're probably going to declare war on us eventually, right? Do they exist? No, they don't. According to this thing, the only 2 Empire factions that are alive are Reichland and the Huntsmarshal's expedition. That's very strange, since we can actually see that that's not the case. Never mind, can't see anything. The game crashed to desktop. That's fun. All right, I'm going to fix that. I'll see y'all in a second. Okay, welcome back. Things are just a tiny bit different here than they were last time we saw the beginning of turn 192. Also, I'm gonna throw up a save real quick here. Just make sure that that actually commits. Okay, so first of all, Mercy did not catch the plague this time. Who knows why? Secondly, a different one of the armies in the pass caught the underway movement. So Talson's army's at full health. Urkathal's army took a little bit of damage in the battle. It went worse for Urkathal than it did for Talson, just because only 1 cannon. Also, you can really tell the difference between the accuracy of a lower level Hell Cannon and a higher level Hell Cannon, but it's all good now. Oh, wow, we are fully... Okay, we'll worry about this later. We're gonna do this part first. You can just run ahead, I guess? Did that army that we saw on the border here run west? Or... Yeah, okay, Colis, yeah. Alright. Well, let's burn out a bunch of this stuff and get the hell out of here. So first things first, King's Glade ought to go down fairly easily.
Chaos incarnate. Tread the paths of chaos.
Oh, I also did not get asked to declare war here. So we might be able to
If I had my way,
bring some money out of this. Who do I think cares the most? Probably like Broken Axe, right? Broken Axe is in actual danger from these guys, so let's see if they will cough up some cash.
you caught me in a non-burning.
How about this? A defensive alliance and also military access, and also I will join your war against Talsin. And in exchange, you give me... Yeah, sure.
A job for the Gobbo King.
You accepting the offer was a job for... Okay. Listen, the thing I like most about Grom the Paunch is he's enthusiastic about his work, you know? Alright. Easy, decisive victory. Probably just burn it down.
I will bring down a comet.
Also, we'll bring down a comet or whatever. Alright, do your best to maintain health levels while in this forest. Okay, so that seems like it's going to go alright. I guess it's time to deal with this situation. First of all, Urkathal got some levels off of that for sure. So, a lot of Ironbrow armies. I'm hoping that they're headed north. Our allies can deal with them up here. We need to keep pushing south, but not necessarily trivial to do so.
I foresee destruction. Do you take me for a wazzock?
Well, at least these are not great armies. A lot of Longbeards and, you know, none of the really elite Dwarven units. We are totally trapped in this pass, though. And we still don't have a good sense of what the deal is with the Dwarven lands to the south.
My magic is yours. Kill.
It may well be the case that the 8 settlements are not all in, like, one group, right? Especially since the way the confederations often happen between AI is that one faction is about to lose the game, and they just get absorbed by a different faction. If that is the case, I certainly would not expect the I was losing the game faction to have 8 settlements remaining. So it may be the case that we're looking at land that is made up of the confederation of multiple damaged factions. I might actually... Let's do a sack and occupy here. Because we might actually want a little bit of our territory.
For the prince. We shall weave the fates.
It's only going to be our territory for a little while, but
Go now.
I want to, like, have a spot to rest here.
Now they will see true power. Moving now. My lord Sinch agrees.
Alright, I'll try to give Talsin some time to heal up.
Sundered.
Oh yeah, also, gold mines do give us that good chaos undivided corruption everywhere. That's meaningful. It helps us overcome vampire nonsense. Alright, Sigvald is being pursued quite clearly by a damaged army that is not very, it's not composed very well. Let's just knock this out. Maybe you could leave me the hell alone.
Witness my beauty.
Alright, I don't love that ate 100% of my movement for some reason. It definitely shouldn't have.
Valkyr the Bloody. Without question.
So do we send Valkia to Nuln as well and have Mercy and Valkia, like, potentially be the Empire fighting squad? Do we have Cursor's Boon up right now? We do. Maybe the right move is to just open a portal at Black Crag and have her jump through.
I foresee.
I'm gonna do it. We're pretty far away from the other portals. Okay, that didn't open in a place where I want it to be. Maybe she just waits until next turn then, because I really like...
Queen.
The game not letting us choose where the portals go and then dumping the portal in between the enemy armies like that feels like poor sportsmanship to me. Yeah, I guess we'll just hang out until next turn.
To more death.
It is so.
Okay, how are we feeling?
Demon Prince, bring ruin. Deathbringer. This is why.
Alright, we're gonna give Malefics one turn of town healing before we move on.
Spread ruin on them.
And Mercy is running to help. Is this the best way? Yeah, this is probably fine. Wait, do we not? It's interesting that they tell me there are unspent points and actually make me look at this when there's no nothing to spend them on. You are capped out, my dude. Oh wait, you know what? I blew past that outpost available, but we're actually allied with the Broken Axe.
You caught me in a knot.
So we could try building an outpost with them yet again. I don't know that it's going to matter terribly. There's pretty good odds that we're not going to do any recruiting from them at all. But yeah, here seems fine. And if it turns out to be wasted money, you know, kind of, oh well, whatever. It's not like we can't just get more. So wait, where am I relative to... Here we go. This is such a nightmare. Also, just check again here. What is... Do we want to equip anything else? I kind of don't think so. I mean, like, the Tides of Magic is interesting, I suppose. I just feel like our wizards are going to rip themselves apart with this bonus base cast chance. Yeah, I don't think that's worthwhile. Was there a Slaanesh one that we wanted? We can't run Prophet of Pleasure most of the time, and that's fine. We're doing all right on money, I suppose. We don't have a lot of Slaanesh units, which makes this stuff kind of not great. Yeah, all right. I think our gift loadout is holding steady. Let's see what kind of horrible things the dwarves do to us this turn. If the ambushes hold, we might be able to get some important shenanigans off.
Let me keep you in the...
Throt, what is it? No. Again, my team seems to be doing a great job against the Empire. I don't know why they're so skittish. They just need me to come over there and make them feel better. Oh, they're retaking Dracula. Yep, all yours. I got what I needed. We just had to prove to the dwarves that we could do it. We didn't actually have to, like, make anything of the situation. Mercy's been jumped by Dimzad Norgrimling. Oh, I'm in March stance. Okay, it's expecting this to be a close defeat. We might be able to outperform that. They have a catapult. They have some fairly elite infantry, but a lot of kind of crummy stuff. Unfortunately, Mercy himself is not much of a fighter. Yeah, let's see if we can manage. This dwarf army just came out of nowhere, huh? Didn't exist 5 seconds before it was attacking me. We do have the big spiders on this one. What we do not have is a great answer to those gyros. I guess the flamethrowers. I do believe the flamethrowers should tear the gyros up pretty badly if they actually get to fire. Yeah, so I guess try to hold them hereabouts.
Our tile's yours.
Like having some of these units concealed. Probably keep the spiders at least sort of close to the hell cannons. Hell cannon, singular, sorry. I forgot this army is a joke.
Reaches many glories. Chaos comes.
Alright, I want the aspiring champions to be roughly in the middle because they are the ones who are, honestly, even despite their lesser number, they are the ones who are most likely to be able to, like, receive the enemy hit and keep standing. That doesn't feel like the most important place to put that. So we're taking catapult fire as well here.
Nurgle's pestilent glory. For the changer.
Okay, wow, they just like really committed immediately. Alright. Try to get over here and make something happen. We'll portal glyph up some Chaos Furies as well. Alright, these bombers do not, they do not melee super well, so... for some reason, never mind the command to shoot the archers with the hell cannon. For some reason, these archers have decided that they would like to receive a cavalry charge, so we're just going to let them do that. Yeah, shoot the iron breakers, though. That seems sensible. Also, don't you go anywhere. We'll have the foot units charge the quarrelers. I definitely want to hit these iron drakes fast and hard, so the use of the proper cavalry there I think makes a lot of sense. I don't know if the Chaos Furies are actually going to get the job done there, so I'm not going to pull back the flamethrowers. Oh, sorry. Don't move. Just shoot. That initial charge did not do the kind of damage I was hoping for. Okay, this seems like, yeah, they'll have this under control shortly. Do you have... I guess you could hex of metal. Wow, that unit of Chaos Knights just took a shit ton of damage upon contact. Okay, well, get out of there, I guess.
Retreat! Move fast!
I gotta be honest with you. More than a little annoyed at how little damage the cavalry are dealing. Alright, so those are just dwarves with great weapons. Normal slayers are also anti-large, so we do want to be a little bit cautious about allowing them onto the cavalry like this or charging them with trolls. Both of these are things that might end in tears. I do think the time has come for the proper approach. Run into the trees to get that one. And then we can have the spiders start sort of running up here as well. So the spiders are pretty interesting. They are, first of all, obviously, awesome giant monsters. But secondly, they have these platforms on their back where all these goblins are firing poisoned weaponry. So they like create an area of poison around them effectively. Any unit that is near enough by.
Not ready now! Fight and hurry! Chaos Knight! Running! Chaos Sorcerer!
Okay, new ranged units, you have a job immediately. Probably best we start throwing some magic up here, although I have to be honest with you. I do not love Shardfall here. Against anything other than like really tightly packed infantry. Maybe we can kill a couple of these flamethrowers. Huh, the unit of Forsaken just straight up lost against archers. Fun. Okay.
Of chaos! Singe's many glories! Move fast! Slay every mortal! Skulls bad! Running! The world will burn!
Now, shoot it, Stanley.
Alright, the horror's doing a fine job finishing off the gyros. You know who's not doing a fine job? Anybody who gets near these archers. What the hell is going on? Alright, we're definitely going to need a little bit of assistance out here. Try to give everybody something to be distracted by.
I command here.
Oh, don't get directly involved in melee combat with their lord, please.
We must move in. With haste. Time to destroy.
There we go. Recharge those hammerers. Can't see how that could possibly go wrong. Try to minimize the amount that I'm hitting my own units here. A big blast of flamethrowing into the flanks of that unit, that set of units, will probably crash their morale pretty quickly. At least we have to hope so. Where else do we really desperately need the cannon fire? Those are just slayers that we can run from. I mean, the Ironbreakers and the Hammerers are the things we're having the greatest trouble with, right? Alright, cannon crew's permanently broken, so let's just keep fleeing. We don't have to let these slayers fight at all. So let's not. Okay, only a tiny bit of friendly fire.
Sitch's will. Going.
Ah, they're doing the same. Okay, we have somebody on it already. But yeah, they're doing exactly the same very good plan to me, which obviously cannot be allowed. All right, I am definitely worried about being able to break their lord down as well. I don't really see that we're likely to be able to get through that. I'm going to strip the armor off of these Ironbreakers. Okay, we got some breaks over here. The spiders are doing a pretty good job of just like holding on. These Chaos Furies can just run for those dwarves. They may not even survive to get there, sadly.
Pull back.
There you go. That's the kind of impact you're looking for.
Clean magic.
These trolls are resistant to orders.
Pull back.
Our lord needs to get out of there.
Is ready. Moving. Chaos Knights.
Okay, those guys have finally broken.
Retreat.
This is working out.
Running. Move fast. Going.
Yeah, I think these flamethrower troops are a really good purchase.
Ready, ready.
Slay every mortal. Obliterate them.
That was an excellent shot from the Hell Cannon. Really, like, very impressive. I guess just try to hit their lord. I don't know that we have a lot else to shoot at that matters. They have a very small number of archers over here. We probably deal with better with other things. Yeah, and unfortunately, everybody who fights their lord suffers immediately. So we had to figure out a way to put a stop to that. He's just a guy on foot, right? Wow, his melee defense is incredible, though. 144 armor with a shield, and yeah. All right, I see how problems are occurring. I see how this could be an issue. Actually, yeah, never mind. Don't engage with him directly. We don't have a lot of ranged units, sadly, so it's going to be very hard for us to pick him down from range. Try to catch him with some flamethrowers.
Quick!
Okay, a very small amount of damage was done.
Kill them all. There goes pestilent glory.
Get him! Really is just that one guy. The Chaos Trolls have also surrendered.
My God's call. Running.
Yes!
Chaos Sorcerer. Move fast. All will be despoiled.
Okay, those archers should be done for. We're having the classic dwarf problem where, like, all of these dwarf units are basically dead, but basically dead is not actually dead. And there's no way to finish them off. They just, like, live forever.
For the dark powers.
Oh, are they going to give up? Okay, I saw that leadership cascade, the flags going up. All right, so it looks like we do, in fact, survive.
Now, move!
Move fast. Move fast.
All right, this is a good time for everybody to get away from the Slayers. For most people, rather, to get away from the Slayers.
Running. Slanishes perverse glory. Nurgle's pestilent glory.
I can't make them surrender, but what I can do is crisp them all.
Burn it all. Move fast.
Really love for this unit of aspiring champions to get out of here. There we go. We can poke them with range damage from the big spiders. I mean, they're going down. It is working.
Slanishes perverse glory.
Alright, they have anti-large, but it only matters if they're actually attacking the large thing. If the large thing just hits them in the back and eats them all in one bite each, yeah, the problem is a lot easier to solve. Alright. Pyrrhic victory, still a victory. That's really ugly, though. 200 kills on one of the flamethrower units. That is really excellent. Yeah, this army was supposed to be a support force, not really like facing full stacks of real troops, but they came out of it. They are technically alive. The thing is, technically alive. So this probably means that Mercy's in no shape to support. What's his name, though? You know, the pretty one. I don't really know what to do with him. I guess we could run him back to Nuln? Mercy, I mean. He's definitely too wounded to keep pushing forward. There's just like not that much around here for him to do. It's either fall all the way back or run all the way forward. And at this point, run all the way forward's probably a death sentence. Okay, I'm gonna just take the auto-resolve result here. That is a lot of damage.
Some call me the Dark Master.
Nope. I'm not declaring war on the Dread Fleet. We have a whole situation worked out with them, you know? I like to let them keep doing their cycle. It's very lucrative for us. And then the camera was dumped absolutely nowhere in the mountains, sideways. Argolon is attacking... What is this? Eshin? Where is Eshin? What's that? Oh, this is the vampire area, right? Because Durthu ran all the way across the world to harass me. How could I forget? I suppose it's fine. It means the forest is less defended. Alright, we lost a couple of things that we don't actually care about. 1,000. Jesus. Okay. Maybe this is enough notifications. Well, we can definitely bring Valkia through this turn. I think the most important thing here is going to be knocking over this stupid tree.
There shall be ruin, Harbinger.
Okay, they're not going to make us fight it manually. I mean, it's a lot of sort of like basic elf troops. It's a lot of troops, but it's a lot of basic troops. We'll just go ahead and take the knock over the tree victory. Definitely burn that to the ground. That's going to make them absolutely miserable.
The Four Token. You have my promise.
When an enemy takes a settlement away from you, you at least think, okay, well, I could get it back and rebuild it, and it's not like that big of a deal. When it changes hands, it often loses like a level. When something gets burned down, obviously, it's a little bit different. So at this point, it doesn't super matter what we take because we're probably pretty close to demon transformation. At which point we will have to reassign all of our skill points anyway.
We shall weave the fates.
So yeah, I guess... Hey, let's grab Valkia.
Bloody! March or die!
Let's see. Down here. We might want to just, like, take it easy this turn to make sure that we all stay synced up with her.
Dominance.
Talson could use a little bit more healing.
Go now. By the eldritch I see. Now they will see.
Alright, I don't think Talson's army is in any real danger.
My promise. Good. Now we see.
It doesn't look like there's anybody around in much position to challenge us. This is annoying. Sigvald does have Lightning Strike. And it is an army of mostly incredibly basic troops. But also, my units are starting to get pretty fucked up. where's Mercy and what is Mercy's current state? So yeah, Mercy's not going to be a huge help in combat for a little while here. I'm not actually sure what I want to... Wow, that's a lot of skill points. I'm not actually sure what I want to do here. Let's pick up some basic red line stuff.
The gods smile. Excellent.
So the forces of the Empire are somehow gathering at Grunberg, despite the fact that that had been burned down. Apparently our AI friends are not interested in keeping it burned down. What? How on earth? If I auto-resolve this, both of the spiders die? Well, alright, I hate to do this. I hate to load into and out of a battle for something so trivial. But, like, my spiders are not going to die in a battle against 10 enemies, none of whom should even survive to reach the spiders. You know, we'll just put the flamethrowers up front. Hell cannon directly behind them. And I don't think any of the doors will actually even reach our line. Probably. And we have, like, cavalry and stuff to correct if I've underestimated the dwarves. Okay. I'm going to be nice and close to maximum range.
Finch's will. What do the gods desire?
Alright, this is us respecting the plan. Not the greatest shot. I'm not 100% sure if it was trying to shoot the hero or the hammerers. That's how bad the shot was. Okay, yeah, we're gonna break these things down before they get to us pretty easily.
Chaos sorcerer.
You know, I guess we may as well just summon the Chaos Furies that we're entitled to and see if we can't pin the enemy down out here. Ooh, excellent shooting. Alright, I can't imagine that they're going to have too much effect on the hero, but just like keeping things back while we continue to shoot has pretty obvious utility, I would imagine. Alright, at this point we are all in on killing that hero. And these things are not long for this world, but they can pick at him a little bit.
They squirt. We have
It's gonna get a little ugly.
Pestilent glory. Move fast. Yes, yes. Chaos comes. Chaos comes. So be it. They will succumb.
Somehow my giant spiders aren't getting annihilated. Who would have thought? Alright. There we go. It's trying to reopen the angle. So the spider can be nearby shooting poison.
Chaos Lord.
Yeah, this dude is really not taking a lot of damage. And I mean, I knew that was going to be the case, but even so, I am surprised at the degree of it.
Tremble, mortals.
Yeah, geez, I wonder what it's going to take to actually break the morale on this dude. He is really holding on. When these things die off, we can try a troll charge. See if that gets us anywhere. I mean, his leadership is hanging pretty low. Solid hit. Didn't even move. Now, the troll's getting hit by fire damage is definitely, like, pretty not ideal.
Chaos sorcerer.
Okay, there we go. Just obstinate is what they are. Terribly, terribly obstinate. Alright, so... ridiculous that took, like, minutes. If the differential in size is at least, you know, a certain number, we could figure out a reasonable threshold. But if the differential in the army sizes is at least a certain number, it should probably just, like, be a gimme. You don't need to tell me my monsters are going to die or make me play that one out. I feel like we probably just have it through sheer force of numbers. It's also interesting there are losses number 2, but the kills on that Dwarf Lord, I guess it's not counting the summoned units who died in our losses count very reasonably. Yeah, all right. Didn't realize that was going to be such a big to-do.
Good. Now we see.
I don't know. Maybe we do just have him run up and try to support Sigvald. I don't know what Sigvald's doing this turn, though. I guess we can try to knock this guy out.
Spoil.
Okay, I didn't realize the reinforcing army was quite that small.
dominance.
Am I not able to get back to a place where... No, we had to get on this side of this border. If I march? Nope.
My adoring hordes.
Well, that's pretty not ideal. Especially with more dwarves on the way.
Excellent. Yes, it is so.
Alright, I'm going to go for it. We're going to have Mercy just continue to advance.
My lord Sinch-agrees.
Okay, you guys are covering Valkia.
Demon Prince.
Alright, you already have Conduit. What is the next most valuable thing? Occam's Mind Razor is like fine. Probably the Enfeebling Foe, right? That is certainly a powerful spell, as we have seen on many occasions. Alright, so working on Lightning Strike for you. Wow, Durthu hit Eshin and backed off quite a bit there. Well, here come all of the... Yeah, wow, Vlad von Karstein and the Red Duke are headed straight for Castle Tempelhof. We're going to have a hard time making that happen.
Deathbringer.
Yeah, maybe we need to just run up here and handle this.
Spread ruin on them. The gods direct me. For destruction. Unleash the bloodlust.
Alright, is Waldenhof by any chance... Oh, he had a lot of heroes in his army.
Chaos is
Nope, we're still pretty vampiric corruptioned up. I was really hoping that this area would be clear of that. Alright, let's learn some just demon things.
adornments.
So there's still this nonsense.
True demonic glory.
What do I think these vampires are going to do? And they're probably just going to march forward to Tempelhof and stop there. They might go straight through to Eshin. It's pretty hard to know.
Undivided, unmatched. Yes, my ruinous power.
Yeah, alright. Clearly this Wood Elf army intends to harm me, and I guess I should get on it.
The demonic host.
Alright, is that everybody accounted for? Tolson's doing what Tolson's supposed to do. Okay, you still don't have anything to spend skill points on. I don't know why I keep clicking on you. Well, I mean, no, I do. Jeez, look at this. Once again, just try to like break up their reinforcements' ability to work together. Hit them right in the logistics. Which, frankly, sounds very painful.
My demonic hand.
Yeah, you definitely need a little bit more bed rest. So I think we're actually pretty much done here. Because Karen's got a thing to do. I guess just drive off agents who could potentially make our lives difficult.
Baby battle.
Alright. Okay, let's do one more one more sequence of enemy turns here, and then we will call it for the night. Even with Valkia, even with, first of all, a very powerful legendary lord, and secondly, a whole extra army led by said lord, I still think we're in a huge, really, really huge amount of danger in these mountains. It is so ugly down here, and unfortunately, removing the Karazakarak dwarves resource race doesn't seem to have resource supplies. Doesn't necessarily have much of an effect on how many troops they're able to put out. We are still just getting waves and waves of hot bearded garbage. Maybe I should have said bearded hot garbage. The way I said it's a little ambiguous. It kind of sounds like I was complimenting them, which obviously I do not want to be caught doing on camera. At least we got through the dwarf part of the turn without any further shenanigans. I really do wish the camera would, like, stay set in a position where you can see something that matters. We don't really need to stare at this this random Nurgle army. We are not doing campaign movement range down. Alright, everybody saw through all of my stuff. Our aspiring champions have regen now, which is cool. And you know what? We're not even going to go see what horrible things the dwarves have done to us position-wise. That sounds like a thing to check out tomorrow. So that is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, hopefully we'll at least find out where the actual Karazakarak settlements are. If not, actually, you know, take a bunch of them. And then also, I think things are going pretty well with this elf conflict. I feel like we're going to wrap that up fairly quickly. So come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.